Ho ho ho, happy holidays. The views expressed on this podcast are that of the host, and not Santa's. Please stay out of the Mojave Desert Mountains and save yourself a probing from the little gray elves. They come in peace, but will leave you in little pieces. For your listening enjoyment, put on your best holiday tinfoil hat, turn on all the Christmas lights, and stare at the elf on the shelf. Lastly, the UFO talk is explicit and full of holiday cheery goodness. May the mistletoe be with you. Let's get the show started, fuckers.
This is the Tempest universe, man. Hold on to your ass. You're in for a hell of a ride.
Welcome to the Monday edition of the Tempest Universe podcast, where Mondays are always recognized as being the worst day of the week. And sadly enough, with this being a holiday week here in the U.S. for a lot of people, because of Thanksgiving this week, you would think this would be an easy day, but apparently not, because for fuck's sake, today I actually lost internet. It's almost, if you look at the map for the internet service provider, it was almost like the entire west side of San Antonio lost internet today. I mean, what in the hell is going on? Like, I thought I was having a bad day, not having internet. Like, it took about, 6-7 hours or whatever for it to come back, but for fuck's sake, imagine the guy that fucked up. Imagine the guy that actually broke down and I don't know what he did, hit it with a hammer, cut it with some pair of pliers. I don't know how to fucking, how could it go wrong? I don't know. To knock out so many people. Sometimes I think maybe an accident happened or maybe somebody just plowed into some kind of a hub somewhere. But whatever it was, that individual, they had a bad day. That was not their favorite Monday. And, as much as I hate to say it, Monday just suck. It just literally, they're the worst day of the week. And I'm sure some of you are feeling the same way, especially if you live in the area, because you couldn't get shit done. Or you couldn't even play video games. Literally, kids are out of school this week, and these guys in this area had nothing better to do. But not a single kid was seen outside during this time, so who knows what they did, what kind of crazy, mischievous things they were up to in their homes. Probably pretty scary. We'll probably find out about it tomorrow in the morning news, Somebody's cat's gone or some dog had been abused. Cover your ears, bugs. You don't want to listen to this kind of stuff. Or they set somebody on fire. Who knows? This is what happens when you take away video games. So whoever hit that hub with whatever they hit it with, thanks a lot for nothing. Today we got a few articles to talk about some interesting things, some developments on two fronts, and more NASA nonsense. And to keep on with the tradition of playing this holiday music, we're going to start it off with another holiday goodie, because why not? I mean, we are literally careening through space to Christmas. Can I guarantee you, either somebody in your family or your damn neighborhood has already got Christmas lights out. I'm telling you, it is the craziest thing. I used to think that Walmart was out of control, putting up the Christmas aisle before even Halloween was done with. But for fuck's sake, everyone's doing that now. That's the tradition now. Don't even wait for the actual month Christmas falls on and do that shit in September. And you'll be the hero of the neighborhood. Check this out.
Hold up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, and that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Dance, dance, now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, 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 come on. Dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
You know, funny thing is, I was on Discord over the weekend. I said, I'm not going to drop the F-bomb anymore. That's going to be my thing for 2022. And I think I've said it like 15 times already. Anyway, the first article is from NASA. They plan to put a nuclear reactor on the moon within a decade. And it's the way they're doing it. Like, we just went through a full year of, I guess 2021, I got to get it out the way. We went through 2021 through a whole year of fuckery, thanks to NASA, and this whole way that they try to get, competitive bids for the Artemis situation. And we saw what just happened with Elon Musk, and we saw what happened with, Baldy, Jeff Bezos, and they're doing it again. They're doing this again. So they put in what they call a joint request for proposals, and that happened just past Friday. So basically, they're looking for designs for a flight-qualified nuclear fission system to power exploration to the moon's surface under the Artemis plan. Basically, they're looking for someone to create a nuclear reactor small enough to fit on some rocket, and more than likely, it's going to be the SpaceX rocket. It's going to be Starship. They can be launched up into the moon to give us power to do things, do research, get ready for Mars, and things like that. Now, part of this plan also includes the following, which I don't understand. A lunar exploration program that will send humans back to the moon, including, write this down. You guys need to know what this is. Including the first woman and the first person of color by 2024. What the fuck does that have to do with nuclear reactors? I don't understand. Are they going to take the first woman and the first person of color and make them, get inside the wheel like little gerbils to run the reactor? I don't understand what that has to do with anything, but they put that in there. So there you go. Those are the space goals of NASA for 2024, which, come on. Basically, 2 years? I don't see it happening, but That's just the way it goes. So the contract is up to $5 million, and it's up for grabs. Whoever wants to, put in a proposal and craft something that can fit the parameters of, someone brown and a female. No, I'm just kidding, but they got to fit in that gerbil wheel. So whoever can put them together, they can actually be taken into space. The shit can't be like the size of 3 Mile Island. And it's got to be small enough to fit in one of these rockets so that we can get it up onto the moon. Now, they're looking for nuclear fission, of course. And part of that is that it must be able to produce 40 kilowatts of power, or enough to sustain 30 households for 10 years. So this is not going to be a short stay on the moon. And definitely not going to be a short stay trying to get to Mars. So they're looking for a lot of stuff. Jim Routers, whatever the fuck his name is, he is the Associate Administrator for NASA's Space Technology Mission Directorate, or SMD. Why not? I would just drop mission and just call it STD. NASA STD. And he says, I expect fission surface power systems to greatly benefit our planets, and our plans for power architecture on the moon and Mars can even drive innovation for users here on Earth. So, according to Jim, that should be plenty of energy for NASA and everyone else involved to reach some critical milestones when it comes to space exploration in the future. Hey, let's see. Now, basically, if you are a brain and you're someone that's fission-minded, you can actually submit a design over the next 12 months. And so, if you know someone that's got an idea, why not go in there? The project itself is going to be managed out of Cleveland through NASA's Glenn Research Center. And it's going to be fantastic. Now, do I see the possibility that we can get, Blue Origin in there, trying to also put a bunch of people together so that they can, start a competition to get into nuclear fission? Would you imagine that? Imagine the lawsuits after that when Blue Origin fails to create a reactor for the moon. I mean, crazy. I think the idea is great, but, I can't help it that in the back of my mind, all I hear is all these people saying that aliens are here to warn us to stay away from nuclear power and all that nonsense, to, stop fucking up the planet. And now we're going to take what may be one of the most dangerous things to put on the moon, a whole goddamn reactor, to power all kind of crazy shit. Because a lot of the experiments are going to be, forgive the pun, out of this world. But they're going to go, completely nuts with what they're going to attempt on the moon. I guarantee you, it's not just all about powering the moon. The other thing, too, is when you really think about it, there's also been a lot of movies lately about the moon disappearing or exploding or crashing down back to the planet. Could you imagine that little reactor exploding, having a little meltdown and shit? What the hell's going to happen then? What's going to happen to our little planet? I don't know. It's all crazy. It's great and scientific. If you love sci-fi shit, this is the stuff you've been watching. It's coming together here for you now. But damn, it's scary. It is very scary. There's more about the whole project to empower the moon and then power space beyond onto Mars and beyond that as well. In the link that's in the description, check it out. I mean, $5 million. Can you really do it for $5 million? It seems kind of cheap. Seems like someone needs to cough up more money. Because if you put something that you shortchange as far as a fission reactor on the moon, everyone's fucked. Like literally, we're all fucked.
is this asshole?
By the way, on top of the holiday card thing I've been talking about, and I've received a lot of addresses and stuff like that. And also, if you want to kind of like do it first, the P.O. box for the podcast, it's in the description. But, you know, I'm trying to bring the cheer on, man. It's trying to get rid of some of this negativity. And besides that, the Asgardians and myself, a few of them, we're planning to bring a little bit of holiday cheer on the podcast itself. And we're going to demoralize, completely, destroy, and revamp a Christmas classic for you guys. So hopefully we'll get that done before Christmas. So get ready for that. It's going to be something else entirely. I'm probably going to tease it first on social media, and then one episode is just going to go down, and you're going to hear some of the madness that we produce. It's all in fun, and again, like I said, you guys are free to share it, but it's about bringing a little bit more of that cheer to this topic of ufology, podcasting, and just life in general after, as they say in government, post-COVID, which we know that's a whole lot of bullshit. Something's wrong with my system here. It's got this crazy-ass delay. And it probably is because I lost internet today, but who cares? Senator Kristen Gillibrand from New York is introducing an amendment. Amendment number 4281 for the 2022 National Defense Authorization Act, or NDAA. Apparently, this amendment is about transforming the way the feds approach UAPs, or UFOs if you're nasty. If approved, this quote-unquote mandate is going to ask for transparency when it comes to the UFO phenomena. It's crazy the article starts with UAPs and then ends up with UFOs. But it's supposed to be a historic shift in how the government treats the issues by drawing upon scientific expertise and demanding analytic objectivity. First of all, let's be honest, Senator G, because your name is harsh. Let's be honest, Senator G, there is not going to be any transparency because you'll be lucky if any of the chosen scientists and analytical folks that you put on this, if any of them really get to see any real evidence of UFOs, UAPs, while they're part of this little program. Senator G, in the language that she proposed, which apparently is really similar, because I haven't seen what Rep. Gallego from Arizona, what he put down from the House of Representative version. He says that basically what she's doing, Senator G, is taking an extra step and just requiring more of the UFO, UAP information to be disclosed to the public. And again, I don't, it's really hard to believe that any of that's going to happen. Now, if it goes through, right, so let's say they signed this B up and they put it through, the amendment is going to establish an anomaly surveillance and resolution office. Okay? And apparently all they're going to do is they're going to be investigating UAPs. Fantastic. The office itself is going to be run by the Department of Defense or a joint organization of the Pentagon and the Director of National Intelligence, which we know, the DNI lady, she's down with it. She loves them UAPs. Hell, she thinks that they're alien already anyway, so what can you do? She's a good person to put on there. And according to this, including whether the government has any materials from incidents or data or any biological or health effects linked to any encounter, is one of the things that the Anomaly Surveillance and Resolution Office is going to be looking at. This is crazy. And I don't understand why many people are not tracking this. Like literally, people in everyday life, I can understand Mondays are fucked up. I can understand that they're bad, but for fuck's sake, eventually you gotta come down to earth and, look at the news, pick up a paper, look on the internet. Everything they say on the internet is true. So, this is one of those things. The amendment is also going to try to create, or it intends to create, the Aerial and Transmedium Advisory Committee. This is going to be made up of experts from NASA, the Federal Aviation Administration, the National Academies of Sciences. Is that from To the Stars Academy? Because they have something like that, don't they? And the head of the Galileo Project at Harvard University. The director of Optical Technology Center at Montana State University. And, of course, the Scientific Coalition for UAP Studies. And to not be undone, because for fuck's sake, we got to put everybody in there. The American Institute of Astronautics and Aeronautics. Senator G, she actually filed the amendment on November 4th, and then on November 15th. And apparently has actually got co-sponsorship for this particular amendment from Senator Marco Rubio and Martin Heinrich. So, I mean, there you go. They're everywhere. New York, Florida, New Mexico. Everyone's being represented in this. So if you're in any one of those states, your representatives are on it. Your government people are on this UAP thing. So people in your state should fucking know about it. Because if these guys are busy putting down damn amendments like Gallego out of Arizona, your state should know. My thing is, if these folks here, you got Senator G, you got Gallego, Rubio, Heinrich. These guys are all in different states. Did they mention this? Did they put this anywhere that they're doing this as part of this amendment? Do their constituents know? Because really, that's how you get some backing here. Get the people to know what the fuck you're doing. I feel like they're not telling folks. Like, they got these great ideas and they're putting this stuff out. Like, let's be honest. Let's just say this. What the fuck does Senator G know about transmedium advisory committees? How much does she know about what transmedium is? That's what I'm saying. Do the people in these states that are being represented by these people, do they even know what's going down? I mean, this could branch off into other shit next year. They might impact them in one way or another. Who knows? That's the way the law works. Well, at least around here, in this country. But it's crazy. So, is it great? Is it something good? Yeah, it's great. I like the fact that they're trying to put this shit into, things that they pass in government, but they're not telling the people about it. It still feels a little bit hush-hush, kind of secret, like they're keeping it in the closet. I don't know. There may be a reason for that. There's more on this particular article, and I think you can go back and go to Google's and search for what Gallego submitted, and I think it was not too long ago, because I saw a bunch of people talking about it. But if it passes, it passes. Great. But when are you going to tell the people that this is what's going on? Don't just pass off an 11-page middle school report and think that everyone's informed. Take it to the people.
Fly with the stars, I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Fly with the stars, I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm glad to be alive. Cause I don't wanna waste my time, no. I'm young and dumb and hopeless, right? But I'm bound to turn out alright, yeah. The city's really not my vibe now, so I'm moving out my parents' house now, to go and live another life where my dreams don't lay down and die. I'll hang out with the folks on screen. I'll be chilling in a pot of gold. You should bet your money on me, cause I'm never ever coming home.
1,000 times, but I'm not picking up tonight, cause I'm a bit too busy serving all the smiles, having me a real good time, with a drink full of bubbles. It's the bad for my health. Holy shit, I just stumbled. Still I'm feeling myself. I fly with the stars so free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Fly with the stars so free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
This next one left me like, ay caramba. Ay caramba, what are we doing? What is wrong? Why? French black alien reportedly gets finger sliced off to create a claw. At first I was like, is this a movie? What, is this some kind of a film? No. 33-year-old French man who transformed his body in a bid to become a black alien has now reportedly gotten 2 fingers chopped off his left hand in order to create a freakish claw. Now, there's several pictures of this. There's one in color. There's one real close. There's the picture of him in this operating room in the article. If you want to look at this, you can. Go to the link in the description. The first thing I got to say about the so-called operating room, I don't understand. I think it's in his backyard or in his house. Because I can't imagine a doctor would actually do this. And I don't know. It's one of the things that give ufology a bad rap, because people who are not in the know, they see this as, some kind of, how would you call that? Some kind of fanatic, some kind of ufology fanaticism going on, that some crazed UFO person has gotten so far as to create an alien out of themselves because they're not getting the probing they need. This 33-year-old, his name is Anthony Lofredo, and his surgery apparently is not the last one. He says he's about 34% of his goal of turning into an alien. And Anthony, Tony, please, he's got to have mirrors. He literally is alien, Tony. You literally don't have to do nothing else. Actually, you could have kept your fucking 4 fingers. You already look alien enough. You don't need to be chopping off things. Who knows what's next? Is he gonna lose 4 toes as well? Possibly. I don't know. It's crazy. So basically, he's chopped off. Let's see what fingers he chopped. I mean, yikes. Anyway, getting back to the pictures that I was describing, I am going to pick the one as the image for this particular podcast that is the least gruesome of all those pictures. There is one that which is in black and white. It's the best one to look at. So I don't know. It is very freakish because his pinky gone, his pinky finger is gone, his ring finger is gone, and then he just got the other 3 left. I feel like these guys were not professional in what they did, because for fuck's sake, there's so many bones in the hand that you could have removed some of those and make it make it look like a fucking claw. It just looks like someone bit off 2 fingers off of each hand. So I don't know. It doesn't look very nice. So if you're not going to look at the image, this is a little description of what Tony looks like. He basically has undergone changes to his nose. The upper lip has been cut off. His tongue is split, and his entire body, including his eyeballs, are covered in tattoos. And wow, it's something else. He is someone that's known for these body type of mutilations, and in his aim to become an alien. Like I'm telling you, he's done it. He can save everything else. But basically, he said to the paper Gillibrand from France, he said, from a very young age, I have been passionate about mutations and transformations of the human body. Definitely, this is not a mutation. Nope. Transformation, possibly. He says, back when he was a security guard, he realized he was not living life the way he wanted, and he pretty much stopped living the human life at 24 and left for Australia. And I guess that's where he's at now. He says he loves getting into the shoes of a scary character. No fuck. And often settles down somewhere and he plays a role, especially at night in the dark streets. This is why he hasn't gotten shot yet, I don't know. I explore the contrast between the role I play and myself, according to Tony Lofredo. I'm really, I'm at a loss for words. I really am. And if I'm able to get that image of you, you'll probably see it right now while you're listening to the podcast. Because it is, I don't know. It's hard to say when you look at this, because there's nothing appealing about it. Is he alien? Absolutely. Totally alien. But I feel that to do things like this, you have to go to places where things could go really seriously wrong for you, especially medically. And if you go to the description and go to the link of the article and look at the pictures in color, you'll see that this really looks like a hack job. Like he literally probably paid someone a stick of bubblegum and a free massage with his 3 fingers in order to get this done. It just doesn't look right. You guess what I'm trying to say. But check it out, and if you've... I was going to say, if you decided to go through one of these, let me know. But don't let me know. This is, it's just not cool at all.
I really wanted to get it right. Trying to find some balance in my life. But I never really put up a fight. Didn't follow my dreams. And now I'm losing sleep.
It's been a while since we've had an update regarding Anjali. If you recall, this is the lady that apparently a few years ago she came in contact with some aliens in the Mojave Desert under some mountain. And so, it is what it is. So just recently, this expedition she had planned, she was looking for people who are known in ufology, who people trust in ufology, to, get a bunch of them together and go to the Mojave, to this mountain, and have kind of like first contact, right? Just get in there and find out what's going down with this crew of aliens, different races too. That got canceled because apparently the guy that owns, supposedly, the guy that owns the mountain, somebody figured out who he was, and he's being harassed. So he's like, I don't want to do it. You guys get the hell out of here. So that's not going to happen, or at least postponed indefinitely. Well, now she put out a tweet 3 days ago, and this is how it reads for all of you who have been excited for what Anjali had to bring for us. It says, this is difficult to share. The cycle is accelerating as it concludes. Earth is accelerating as it nears its change that brings it into a higher density of consciousness. 2027 is the year they give. This is the path of consciousness creating learning about itself. So we went from before the end of the year, we're going to have a parade of fools go into this Mojave mountain, meet these aliens and come back and report to humanity about what went down, to now we basically got to wait, 6 years? Yikes. Like, this really fell apart really fucking fast. I don't understand how I'm not going to be able to use the F word next year. But this really fell apart so damn fast that we can pretty much just, brush her under a carpet somewhere. Just sweep her in there and just forget about the lump, because another one bites the dust, it appears, to be honest. So nothing you can do about that. Let's get into the last news article for today. This one shows promise. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I actually like this one a lot. And if you waited until the end of the podcast, you're in for a treat. But if you didn't, for fuck's sake, please go back to the shitter and rewind. Get to this part. The article starts off talking about on September 5th, 1977, Voyager, or if you are a Trekkie, Voyager, was launched into space. And right now, Voyager 1 and 2, they've left the solar system. They're gone. They're totally gone. And, they've got some connection issues whatsoever here and there. But they're out there. They're experiencing deep space right now. This record that started the whole Voyager thing, that was included with Voyager 1, has a greeting for other, civilizations in 55 different languages. It has some music from the Earth. It has a picture of a street traffic in Thailand and a woman breastfeeding, because, come on, you've got to put the boobies out for aliens to want to come to the planet, let's be honest. I don't understand why they did that. That just makes no sense. But it also have sounds of animals, birds, wind, and thunder. And that's great. I love it. Would it work? Nobody knows. But someone said, what if that's happened already the other way around? What if an alien civilization sent a probe our way? And maybe it's transmitting, maybe it's not. Maybe it hit some kind of an asteroid and there's like shitload of bits and pieces everywhere, but it might be operating, sending off fancy techno signatures. That could be possible. Hell, we did it. So there's a paper that was written recently that suggests that maybe SETI, because we all love SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Maybe SETI can do that now. Instead of scanning the skies for technosignatures 4.24 billion years from now, why not look a little closer? Why not take the skills of SETI and look for alien technosignatures within our reach? Maybe someone sent a probe. Maybe someone sent something that is out there that we're missing because we're going too far. Now, one of the things suggested is that these particular probes could be in what people call geosynchronous Earth orbits. That maybe they're just up at a certain longitude and geo, steadily circumventing the Earth in the same spot all the damn time. The study itself, listen, is saying that we need to monitor, not just for aliens, 4.2 far in some other part of our galaxy, but maybe somebody was crafty enough to, at one point, maybe 1,000 years ago, send a probe to us to give us a message. Shit happens, It's a long way to travel. Shit could have gone damaged, but it could be something that you can actually pick up if you do it. Another part of this paper is saying that maybe that SETI can tap into the Vasco Citizen Science Project. This is where it gets really nice for us. Really nice for us to say and believe that there's got to be evidence somewhere. The Vasco Citizen Science Project, what it does is that it tries to identify vanishing stars by searching through astronomical surveys that span across 70 years in time. Isn't that crazy? So basically, this project takes citizens, right? And you help to explore images of possible vanishing stars. And the website, they actually have a website set up for this that you can go on there, sign up or do whatever you want to. But you have over 70 years of what might be perceived as stars, but they could be, in fact, alien probes. The paper says maybe SETI can take a few folks and look at these repeating glints along a straight line, or maybe even triple glints that could indicate a rotating dish. Fantastic. According to this, the images contained in the archive predate 1957. That is phenomenal. If you really think about it, if it predates 1957, if we can what if they have images from maybe the mid-40s? What if they have images at the time that we were going through this whole New Mexico craziness in Roswell and beyond? What if they've captured UFOs heading to us from deep space in these images? That is crazy. The article says, while the Vasco program aims to search for vanishing stars, its methodology is capable of discovering other unexpected features in the data. The author says, by piggybacking on Vasco's vanishing star classification, one has ample opportunity to collect glints from artificial objects. Of all the projects, really, that have to do with SETI, this is the best one. Let's be honest. The data is there. You don't got to start this from scratch. You can get a bunch of people to get together and look at these images, use their computer power to look at abnormalities, to look at things that may not be headed or sitting still in outer space, but may be getting closer. And then these things are dated, so you can coordinate that with UFO incidents. Back in the day, those legacy incidents. I mean, this is a fantastic idea. Do I think they'll pull it off? No. I mean, someone's got to make the correlation. Now, the article doesn't say anything about, these legacy incidents and being able to track these things back. But if you think about it, how could you not? We have dates, we have times, we have eyewitnesses, and now we have surveys of the sky during those times. Now, more than likely, they don't have anything related to Roswell getting these images, but what if they did? What if they got it that far back? I don't know. I'm excited about this. I think this probably, if SETI goes for this, it'll probably be the best effort and probably the one that could be the most fruitful for SETI if they're able to take these images and correlate them to our UFO incidents on the planet. I'm just saying that's it's all there, basically. You just got to do it, SETI. I thank you guys for listening. I can't wait till we put together that project of the classic Christmas song debacle that myself and the Asgardians are going to put together. Hey, it's going to be great. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be funny. But overall, I'm sure it'll be Christmassy, right? Because that's what it's all about. That's what we want to bring. I thank you guys for listening. You guys have a great evening. I'll be back Turkey Eve on Wednesday with some more news that you can't use. Ciao.
All I ever wanted was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. Somebody help me, 'cause I'm feeling trapped and I don't
trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will be free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you're the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck. Loudly and proudly. In other words, fuck you!